Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in 2 years' time. Well, this was unexpected. Metro is a metro or a rapid rail transit operator in SCR, serving areas such as Stepford City Core, Stepford UFC, Willowfield, Morgantown, Benton and Barton. It was released in version 2.2, but there were plans to add it before 2018. It is the first operator to be added since version 1.4, which was nearly 6 years ago. Metro serves these stations that you can see on the map, which is a total of 28 stations. Out of 28 stations, 10 stations are only served by Metro, and they are Hampden Park, Fourways, Stepford High Street, Whitefield Lido, Coxley Newtown, Barton, New Harrow, Ellesmere Pond, East Bowley and Bewley Park. The current rolling stock of Metro includes the Class 555, the Class 717, the Class 756 and the Class 777. However, if you buy the longer trains game pass, you will gain access to the double variant of the 555 and the 777. The Class 717 is the cheapest Metro train, being free. It used to be on Connect, but it was transferred over to the Metro during the version 2.2 update. Because of this, players who own the train should have been refunded. You can see this by typing this command. The most expensive Metro train with points is the Class 756, costing 2,750 points, whilst the cheapest Metro train that you can buy with points is the Class 555, being 1,500 points. The Class 756 is the only tri-mode train in the game, being on AC power, battery power and diesel. Because of this, it is the only train that can run the Stepford Victoria to Morgantown via Benton route, or R137, as the Morgantown flyover is not electrified. R137 is the only Metro route with a 9 head code, with the rest having 2. However, due to changes to head code priorities in version 2.2, it still has the same priority as the other Metro services. So to those people who have criticised me for apparently dispatching wrong, be quiet. The Class 717 is the fastest Metro train, having a top speed of 85 miles per hour, whilst the slowest train is the Class 555, having a top speed of 15 miles per hour. This actually makes it the slowest train in SCR. Despite it being a 5-car train, due to how short the carriages are, the Class 555 is the shortest Metro train and 5-car train in the game, at 59.9 meters long. It is also the only light rail train in the game, and it is also the only train in the game to feature fully longitudinal seating. However, the Class 756-0 has the least amount of cars for any Metro train, being 3 cars long. The Class 717 is the longest Metro train at 6 cars. The Class 555 and the Class 777 are the only trains in the game to feature LED door indicators. The Class 777 is the only train in the game to have its network map displayed inside the train. Metro is the only operator in the game where all trains can operate under electric power. There are 20 Metro routes, which is the second highest amount of routes for any operator behind Stepford Connect with 32. This also means that Metro was released with the most amount of routes of any operator. With the introduction of Metro, 12 former Connect routes were transferred over, which is the first route transfer in SCR history. There are currently 5 depots for Metro. They are Willowfield, Stepford, Woodhead Lane but southbound only, Bowley and Benton. There are currently 4 sidings for Metro. They are Beachley, Coxley Station and Bypass Siding, and Morgantown Siding. The voice announcer for Metro is David Shepherd, who is the only male announcer in the game. He also does announcements for GWR and Reading buses in real life. Metro is the only operator without headquarters. Fourways and Stepford High Street are the only stations in the game to not have a station sign. Fourways is named after the roundabout nearby, which has 4 ways. This is similar to how Five-Way Station in Birmingham is named after the Five Ways roundabout, which has 6 ways. High Street used to have elevated platforms for Connect, but with the version 2.2 update, these platforms were abandoned and 4 new platforms were built underground for Metro only. Barton is based off Liverpool Central Station. It is also quite close to Coxley Newtown, being 0.21 miles away, and during the 2025 April Fool's update, you can actually see Barton being constructed, with metal beams spelling out Metro. Coxley Newtown is based off Conway Park in Birkenhead. Before version 1.6, you could access the old Coxley Newtown platforms, which was an island platform unlike now. And now after version 2.2, the northern entrance is the last remains of the original station. You can also see a corroded Metro sign on the ground near Coxley Station, showing the old Metro logo. Stepford Victoria to Beachley, or R029, is the shortest metro route at 1.41 miles or 2.27 kilometers, serving 3 stations. The longest metro route would technically be R133, which is Willowfield to Barton, being 7.9 miles to Barton and 7.7 miles to Willowfield, thus being 15.6 miles long. However, as they act like 2 separate routes, as you can despawn at Barton or Willowfield, the longest single route is R031, which is Willowfield to Stepford UFC, being 8.11 miles or 13.05 kilometers long. R2, or Stepford Central to Port Benton, is the most popular metro route, with players driving it over 500,000 times. However, this was a former Connect route. Whilst the least popular route is R8, or Stepford Victoria to Berrily, with players driving it over 21,000 times. The original plans for Metro included the Stepford Loop, calling at Old Harrow, St Helens South, Stepford Southgate, University, Stepford Victoria, Willowfield, which is now Financial Quarter, Beachley, which is now City Hospital, Stepford Town, Stepford East, St Helens Bridge and St Helens Park. The loop was demolished during the version 1.0 big update. In version 1.4.1, a stall at Whitefield was added with boarded up Metro branding, indicating that Metro would not be coming for the foreseeable future. However, this building was demolished in version 1.8 when the Whitefield branch was upgraded. Metro uses a coral red and patterns blue colour scheme. This differs from the Thunderbird red colour scheme of the original Metro. Despite SCR Legacy games including rolling stock for Metro, there were never any confirmed routes and rolling stock for the old Metro. Unlike the current Metro, the old Metro was meant to serve Stepford Airport Parkway in Central and up to Winstry, which is now the Leighton area, via Hampton Hargate, the old Upper Staplow Station and Water Newton. It was also supposed to serve the entire Whitefield branch, rather than just up to Stepford UFC. The first sneak peek for Metro was on the 29th of December 2024, showing New Year, New Me, with the last words being cut off. This led to the reveal of Metro on January 1st, 2025, showing the Class 777. 3 other official sneak peeks were shown afterwards, showing the Class 756 at Fourways, the abandonment of High Street and the new express flyover, and a video. However, there were several leaks of Metro which you can see on Reddit or other YouTube videos. Just after leaving Barton towards Ellesmere, you can see a second tunnel stub turning left towards Berrily, hinting at a possible expansion of Metro. Some have theorised that it leads to Greenslade, whilst others think that it's just there for scenery, like the Lionel trees on the Willowfield branch. And that was 55 facts about SCR Metro. Of course, these facts can become outdated, but for some reason a lot of people don't know that. I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you next time.